Welcome back to the second episode of me recommending old movies to you or just talking about old movies and in fact recommending it to you as well. So in the first episode we talked about two movies and in this episode we are also going to talk about two movies. And in the first episode I asked you guys to just come up with some suggestions for the name of the series, and in fact one of you, thank you so much, actually suggested a very nice name, but I still haven't figured out the proper name for this series. So in this episode again I'll ask you guys to drop in your suggestions for the name of this series. But anyways, let's talk about the two movies that we are going to talk about in this video. So the first movie is a very nice, fun, breezy, light-hearted, feel-good movie, but the second movie is completely opposite. The second movie is actually a biographical movie. The second movie has actually won 2 Oscars. The movie got an Oscar for Best Actor in a Lead Role, and the second Oscar the movie won was for the Best Director, and which shows that the movie was really well made, but the movie is really depressing. It's really depressing. But anyways, let's talk about the first movie. So the first movie is about a chef, and by the way, this movie is written by and directed by Jon Favreau. To all those who don't know Jon Favreau and who are the fan of MCU, well, Jon Favreau is the same guy who played the role of Happy Hogan. You might remember him from them, but also he was the guy who directed the first Iron Man movie. He's a very talented and a very craftsy man. So in this movie he plays the role of a chef, and he is a very renowned chef, like a celebrity kind of a chef, but that chef doesn't really get to express his creativity in the restaurant that he works in, and therefore because of some reason, there are a lot of reasons to that, I don't want to give everything away, but anyways he gets fired from that restaurant and then he actually starts his own food truck, and that's the way the movie rolls. And of course it has a happy ending, but the main theme or the main underlining theme of this movie is about one relationship, and that relationship is a father-son relationship. Jon Favreau, as I said, plays the chef, and he also plays the father to a 10-year-old, and Jon Favreau's character is actually like that estranged father who doesn't know a lot about his kid, who doesn't spend a lot of quality time with his kid. I mean, yeah, they're just kind of there. I mean, they're just there, but they're not there. You know what I mean? But the son, on the other hand, of course, needs his father's attention. He wants his father's love. He wants to spend quality time with his father. And of course, throughout the journey of this movie, we get to resolve the issue between this relationship. And that basically forms the heart of the movie, which was pretty nice. But there are some other things to admire about this movie as well, and the number one thing I felt was the pacing of this movie. The movie is fast, the movie is fast, the movie is snappy, the movie doesn't bore you, and of course the movie provides you with a very feel-good emotion at the end of the movie. Overall, I would say that this is that kind of a movie which you just put on and just enjoy, just feel the movie, just enjoy the movie. And yeah, the name of the movie, by the way, is Chef, that released in 2014. Now if I talk about the second movie, as I said, the second movie is very well made. It's a biographical movie. Then the lead actor in this movie got an Oscar for Best Actor, and the director of this movie got an Oscar for Best Direction. This movie starts in 1939 in Poland, and it follows the life of a Jewish pianist. That's quite important, a Jewish pianist. And in 1939, Poland was invaded by Germany and it started World War II, and it was quite cruel on Jews living in Poland at that time. And there's one thing in this movie that I should really warn you about, is about the cruelty shown in this movie. There are some scenes which you just can't see. I mean, yeah, it's not like slitting someone's throat and all, it's not gory, but the way that those scenes pan out, and that's where you'll realize that why this movie actually won an Oscar to the director, that there is proper time given for those cruel scenes. And the scenes include killings, basically some merciless killings, and it really takes time to show those killings, to just show those cruel murders, and it makes you a bit uncomfortable. And there's especially one scene in the movie where you know that some guy is going to lose a lot of things, and you know that he's going to lose it, but the way that it is shown, it really breaks your heart. It really does break your heart. And given the fact that you know that this is a biographical movie, that means it has almost happened in real life, you really feel the pain again. Like, okay man, that was tough. You feel that. And if I talk about the actor, Adrien Brody was the actor, and he has done a very good job, especially in the second half of the movie. And the second half of the movie really shows that what good performance he pulled in this movie. I am again repeating, there are some very horrifying scenes in this movie which are just heartbreaking, really heartbreaking. The movie's name is The Pianist, by the way, and Adrien Brody won an Oscar for Best Actor, and Roman Polanski won an Oscar for Best Director. But here's the thing about The Pianist, that you have to surrender yourself to watch this movie, because it's slow. It definitely comes under that slow screenplay category, but it actually gives time for those scenes to breathe. But it is that kind of a movie where you need to surrender yourself, where you need to be totally invested in watching this movie. But anyways, I recommend this movie too. So these were the two movies that I wanted to talk about in this video or recommend to you. And please do me a favor and just tell me in the comments if you have seen any of these two movies, and just share your thoughts in the comment section. Just share your views in the comment section about these movies. And even if you haven't seen this movie, go down in the comment section and just tell me that yeah, you're going to watch this movie. You can check out the first episode of this series as well here, and thank you so much for watching.